Welcome replay viewers. I am going to pop out here to share. Martin will not be joining us today. I'm just titling this so I can share it to Facebook, talking about stuff, why not, posting it. I don't know who's come because the screen goes kind of blank. So, who is here? Lady Sunshine. Oh, thank you. Some familiar faces from the other day. This is good. Already a good start. Already a good start. See, moving across country, I am going to miss this. Check it out. Hang on, see if I can turn the... All the crows. Every day. I saw the panic attack on replay. Oh, you went back and saw the first video before I had to come back? Because I texted Martin? Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to talk about that. Look at all those crows, huh? And they keep harassing the eagles. Moving to Toronto, I definitely will miss eagles and this many crows. I mean, sorry, I've been there. Oh, Lady Sunshine. You're a life coach. Oh my God, I could use one of those. It's just so expensive. I know everyone's got to make their income. Everyone expects art for free too. Wow. You're free as in available or free as in no money? I don't know. I'll have to talk to someone other than the doctors here suck, by the way. Truly, absolutely suck. So I'm gonna do this while I talk to you guys. Well, if you're out there helping another unstable, perimenopausal woman, I'd like to get back to my art, and hubby and I are seeing a counselor. Well, we're seeing a couples counselor. He's got a personal counselor, and I can't find a damn one who will speak my language. So, but I want to give people a chance to get on here. I can't stay. Got to get ready for work. But want to give you my number. Go to Twitter. Hopefully you have Twitter. Go to Twitter and same ideas here. Carhunger, CARRHUNGER_CCMH. Send me a private message. Hubby sees it too, so you can say it's just for me. Yeah, we're a pair, but I'm trying to make us less of a pair, I guess. No, that's not the right way to put it. I'm trying to get us both to not be so dependent upon each other, because this has gotten ridiculous. This has gone all domestic stereotype, and I can't handle it. So, yeah, right. It's the right thing to do. The other day, I don't know, but you'll notice people, I haven't deleted it. Or getting married. I think getting married affected our relationship in a way we didn't expect. I think we should have stayed a couple and not gotten married. But a lot of what's happened out here has, thank you for the hearts, and folks, you'll notice I turned the super hearts off. We're just not cashing in on them. It's just, we don't have the right amount of replays, so we can't. So, yeah. And there's only one of you here. I get it. This isn't, and this is it about the other day. Everyone will flood. Oh, good. I've got some familiar faces. Good. Share on your profiles, guys. I'm hoping to find the same people as the other day. I know it's a different time of day. It's a weekday, but, yeah. Let's see if we can find the same people the other day, because I really would like to talk about it. You're doing better than the other day. I hope I'm doing better too, but until the whole hormones settle. Nice coat. I know! I got it on sale. Actually, we did a broadcast that day too. In Toronto, walked into a Hudson Bay company. It's got dog fur on it from being at my friend's place yesterday, but I was super worried about you. That's okay, I was super worried about me too. I had a plan for a broadcast today. You want one? Hudson Bay Company. Target owns Hudson Bay Company now, but I don't know if they've got the same product line. So it was a really good price. These are normally like $300 or $400 coats, but they were on sale, and I was shocked. Normally it takes me like 4 hours to find a coat, and it took me like 10 minutes. Is it a pea coat? Pea coat. Pea coat. I'm not sure about that term. You may have to help me out. Maybe pea coat. Oh no, I wish. No, it's a woman's winter coat. It's got the flare on the bottom, which makes me happy. And it actually fits. Every once in a while I treat myself to cigars normally, but I haven't been able to afford them, so a friend introduced me to these, which I only saw in the States, so I got a few yesterday from my friend. Keep this broadcast so I can grab the Twitter account. You spoke so fast, I need to catch replay. It's the same idea as the Periscope. You rock it, thank you. Thank you. You didn't smoke? No. I don't smoke cigarettes. I know it's in a cigarette, but smoking cigars and pipes give me a sense of comfort that, thank you. Thank you so much, Lady Sunshine. All the help we can get. You know, money's good because we're really broke, but at the same time, anything to get us mentally and physically past this is appreciated more than that, you know. Yeah, well, it smells like my father. When my father was happy, he smoked cigars and pipes, so when I get kind of down, absolutely thank you. For 62. I'm not 62, I'm only 50. I'm only 50. Oh, I'm not 62. I'm only 50. A coat. I am wearing a coat and a shirt and jeans and no jewelry because I had my hands in a lot of paints and glues, and I tend to take things like rings off because, well, they stick to your finger. Canada Juice Jacket, I don't know what that is. Thank you. I guess I am. So if, oh, that's interesting. It went out. I probably drew too hard. So, Canada Goose Jacket. I don't understand that either. It's wool. Very British. Oh, there seems to be a pocket spot in this particular one. Yeah, it's a problem with hand rolled, right? Wow, it's doing some weird things, guys. Father's lighter too. One of the few things left of the men. So, okay, let's talk. Let's talk before this gets boring and tedious and horrible. So, for those of you who saw it the other day, I don't have to recount. I'm not sure how many of you here were people who saw it the other day because, well, you know, it went by pretty fast. And people were on and off pretty fast. So, I'm not sure who was here and who wasn't here. But I had a breakdown in a mall. And a lot of things are changing in my body. And thus my mind. And I know there's still a core me in there. But a lot of people who have been part of my life for an extended period of time, so family and Martin and longtime friends, are not adjusting to my nerves, to what perimenopause does to some women. I've got a number of women who haven't gone through this before, and they're older women, and they're telling me that it was easy for them, so they don't understand me. I found a few online, but I don't know who they are, who say they went through it just as bad as me. I had another friend who was on the Don't Poke the Lion Facebook the other day, and he was saying that, hi cop, he was saying that his mother went through this, like, to this degree, but his wife did not. And they're both older, so, you know, she's gone through it, but she did not. Howdy. Oh, I should be wearing my Annie Oakley outfit. Howdy. How y'all doing? So it was a very horrible space, and I've been in and out of it a number of times. Exactly. And hubby is having a difficult time with it, but I can't give him any more leeway. I've given him a few years leeway now, and I know it's really hard on him, but he's got to step up to that plate. I wanted to connect with you guys. I got the Don't Poke the Lion thing on Facebook, and I think this will be the last thing. Or at least I like to make this the last time we talk about this here, because my focus is in so many different directions. So much of our lives are suffering as it goes in too many different directions. So I was requested on putting Don't Poke the Lion on Facebook instead of here, because I have another number of Facebook friends who don't like this app. So I'm going to keep it there. I'm not going to double up. We're going to keep all the car hunger stuff here and not put it on the Facebook. Like, we're not doing Facebook Live on the car hunger page. We might every once in a blue moon, but that breakdown I had the other day was probably the worst. It's really hard at this point, especially when all the hormones are going ballistic, to look in the mirror and see anything left of yourself. And different women go through it differently, which is why it's really hard to help a perimenopausal woman. The social workers here aren't connecting. I tried to get a social worker that would understand, and all they keep saying is, well, we generalize. We're social workers, not psychiatrists. So we don't have anyone who can talk to you about that. And it's like, great. So the standard advice, leave your husband if he makes it difficult for you. Tell your friends to screw off. They're not good friends. And be lonely, basically. Oh, well, you got to be independent. Folks, there's a huge difference between independence and rediscovering who you are as a person and a human being. And gentlemen, you go through it too, a lot slower than women do, but it hits you, and it does start changing you, and it really becomes difficult to sit there and decide what the core of your existence is and who you are deep down inside. And that whole philosophy of it's better to say sorry than it is to ask permission. No, it's not. No, it's not. Especially on an older person who has, like, anyone over the age of 30, basically. Not ancient, but, mature. Their life experiences usually say otherwise. Gotta have a large credit line to pull that off. What, getting an actual social worker or psychiatrist or people to actually help, and I would agree. If it's something else, please clarify for me. My brain is having a harder and harder time the more I do anything. Maintaining, thank you for inviting followers, maintaining my memory from one point to the next. And I see Cop is gone. Oh no, Cop, come back. I like you. Thank you for inviting followers. That helps. So, it's hard. There's a whole new batch of rules for Martin and I to try to, the lonely you mentioned. Yeah, really. Even then, they have a new term for it. I thought most of my life that I was an introvert, and I thought most of my life I was an extrovert, and then I thought, and it was back and forth, and now they've come up with a new term for it for people who are both extroverts and introverts. Ambivert? I don't remember, but Martin isn't here, and I'm happy he isn't, because that means he's doing what he needs to do. So, we won't be seeing him this broadcast, unfortunately. But yeah, if you look it up, there are some of us who are both bots on Scope. There's always bots on Scope. Myers-Briggs. That's one of the tests, yeah. I may be both then. You might be. There are people who are both, and it gets really confusing sometimes. That might be a bot. I don't care. Not saying anything crude or copying. Captain Haddock? No, warm-ish. My hands are starting to get kind of cold. It's nowhere near as cold here as it is elsewhere. But you see, and this is it, being on here alone without Martin, I need to prove to myself I can continue to do this. It's always good to be a team, but for example, so many of my friends are like, I wish I wasn't lonely. Just put yourself out there. But being a couple isn't always the best either. What? Love them warriors. Oh, offers hugs. Come by and helped you the other day, Christina. It's okay, honey. That was very unfamiliar territory. I'm happy I got on, because a lot of you did help, and those of you who are here that were there or see this in replay, please accept, my gratitude. The rest of you, go back and watch it, and you'll understand why I was grateful. And those who tried to do the tough love, screw you, I don't want to see you ever again. Love myself, yeah. Well, it's hard to do. Like, I mean, when you start getting into 40, and 50. Welcome to your first day on Periscope. This is not our normal broadcast. We'll get back to it once my brain settles down. Thanks for scoping. Oh, you're so welcome. I don't normally like these subjects because it leaves me open for targets, and I spent most of my childhood being picked on, so good topic. Oh, thank you. I'm actually having a hard time because I don't have the music, and I don't have the setup, and I don't have the banner, and I don't have the plugs, and I'm just kind of, I was going to tonight. I was going to work on the steampunk stuff with you guys, but I got laser cutting to do, the whole works. But feminism. Yeah, you see, I used to say I'm a feminist, and then it became such a bad word as other people used it to kind of yell and scream at each other, and that's, to me, it's not what it's about. If you can do the job, I don't care if you're male or female. I really don't. Can you do the job? Lasers, yeah. And I mean, I would hire someone who could do something. This is back before we got screwed over. When we were investing in people and projects, and they're not a lot. They're not massive projects, but when you're investing $30,000 of your own money into a festival, each year, and you're only making part of it back because you're waiting for the day when it can actually make income for your performers, wave versus third wave feminism. Oh, is that how it's done? What's first wave? Then equal rights for a dream. Well, this is it. Yeah, we can get rid of our hang-ups, but ladies, if you want the job, study it, learn it, prove that you're just as good as him. Don't expect to get it because you're female. So when people started saying that I was a feminist, I'm like, but I love my husband. I can work alongside my husband. When we're working together, we're equals. What we are in our private life, who cares? It's not part of feminism, what him and I do in private. And we're pretty equal in private, although he's having a hard time losing his mom. So we got a lot of turmoil going on in both of us. And social workers, he's got this great social worker. Mine's like, we can put you in the women's shelter. No. It's not getting the job. That was the easy part. Oh, okay. I mean, I grew up in the entertainment industry. If someone puts his arm around my waist for a picture, I really don't care. That's what they pull after you're hired. That is a copy bot. And then there's the copy bots that don't even understand things like feminism. I'm happy this is a nice, slow conversation. I'm hoping people don't get bored. Guys, if it's too slow, let me know, but it's easy to block people when it's this slow. I mean, I'm listening to all these people yell and scream about how some photographer looked at her tits, and I'm like, of course he did. He's trying to focus. It's just, I got a ton of jobs where I didn't need to stick my chest out and put my butt up. Just say yes or no to gigs. That's, I think, Isaac Asimov. Yeah, Alan Parsons Project. Very. Thank you. I like it too. It actually is a fisherman captain's cap, which I think is great. Okay. Nope, that's an instant block. People, don't do that. Start your own broadcast, do your own thing. Especially on a broadcast where we're trying to survive too. Don't care what your sub story is. I do, probably somewhere deep down inside. But this is the hardest thing about it, to keep the menopause from going like ballistic. I've got to learn not to care and be okay with that, and that's probably the hardest thing for someone like me. But I don't want to get into fights, but I don't want to be told who I am. And I'm an actor. First and foremost, and a builder secondly. And I get up on that stage in front of the camera, and I do my job, and I do the character. And I understand the character was maybe created 10 years ago, or is a version of a human being that existed 20, 30, 40 years ago. I don't mind fighting. I'm so done with fighting. I'm so tired, honey. I'm going through the worst kind of menopause you can, perimenopause you can. I gotta remember, perimenopause until the period stops. But, I'm ballistically everywhere. What used to be okay is no longer okay on a very major level. And in order to keep people in my life that I want to keep in my life, they gotta understand it. All Italian. Okay, well, I'm English, Irish, Scottish, Parisian, French, French Canadian, Native Indian. Could be why these don't really affect me. Oh my God. Just answer them all. Answer them all. I'm sorry, honey, again, the brain is, I'm trying to keep it from going too fast and it's not working. I've already answered them all. Guard the shoreline. Oh, yeah. I miss being on tall ships. I'm gonna miss that back in Toronto too, because there's not as much tall ship stuff back in Toronto. But I gotta move back. We've got our GoFundMe, and we're not all the way there. And now we're trying to get a place with little income in the past little while because of trusting someone else. No, it is a cigar. Well, it's a cigarello. It's an Al Capone. So it goes on what? See, and this is it too. The assumptions online are just huge, and I understand that's typical, but why does it have to be? I mean, oh, hiding behind the keyboard. Get yourselves out there, folks. Put your own broadcast up. Say at least do a broadcast on your profile that says, "Hi, this is who I am. You know, this is what I'm looking for." Okay. And there goes all the crows again. Crows are bothered so easily. You walk underneath them when they're in the trees too, and they take flight. But it's crazy, guys. How about you guys? You live by Molly Toff. Well, Molly Toff, I think, is on the island, isn't she? Isn't she? I predominantly am in Vancouver and Burnaby, depending on where I'm being dragged around for things. But I'm moving back to Toronto soon, so my address will drastically change. And the stress from the move, plus the perimenopause, plus the issues, plus. It's too much. I mean, what I did the other day, I want to say sorry for. I'm not taking it down because it's real. It's not the kind of broadcast we said we'd do. American Geography is all I got. Okay. Love the coat. Thank you. Thank you. It's comfy. It's very comfy. So I love it too, although I may have to invest in a couple warm sweaters when I get back to Toronto. Hopefully they'll be on sale when we get back in April. But I can't take it. I find the majority of the people in this province passive aggressive. And having friends here that don't know me before I made the move, a lot of them seem to fluctuate, like too many fluctuate. We talk with no accent. What do you mean? Help me out. This is my accent. This is how most people from Toronto talk. I can understand you. Thank you. Kind of confused by it, but thank you. My father was a reporter, and I first learned to speak properly. And then when I went to school, the kids started laughing because I couldn't figure out why, and they said I was talking different, and that's when I realized that typical Toronto kids say going, doing, saying, right? They leave the G off the end, T's or D's. So very New York State, very Buffalo, Niagara Falls area, very similar to that area of the U.S. So I kind of learned how to speak two different ways. I normally speak a hell of a lot faster than this, but I'm kind of zoned at the moment. I had a bit of a tack before coming on, so national scopers, I can't get what they mean. We're only in Canada. It sound like Boston. I can do the Boston accent. I mean, hell, I'm an actor. I learned how to do many accents. I haven't done a lot of them, so I'm a little out of practice, but I'd like to get back into doing, foreign characters. I was on a show recently where I had to. There you go. Except for Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes? There's a lot of people I haven't been able to have time to watch or get to know on here. It's still hard to get. Yeah, I still have a hard time with a lot of the Japanese accents. Oh, Looney Tunes. Meet. Liverpool, England. Liverpoolian. Kind of Beatles-like. Coffee pot. Block. I don't know what mute user is. Where is your guy in Toronto? And busy. So I did not want to wait. So you will not be seeing us on this broadcast. I am completely solo like I was almost 4 years ago when this app started. I used to be completely on New Jersey Shore. Nice. Nice. Welcome to your first day in Periscope. But yeah, I'm trying to stay calm, dealing with the perimenopause. I know someone in great concern reported me for self-harm. That was not self-harm. That was me hoping to focus on something to center myself. It was almost fun. More than superhero one I've done recently. Casino City, Atlantic City. Nice. Nice. I haven't been in those areas in years. You know it's okay to tell what shows you're working on. There'll probably be CW shows. Just, you're very cool. Thank you. Thank you. This is a better moment than the other day. What is self-harm? Self-harm is basically when someone's threatening to commit suicide, you report them. Or someone's going to jump off a bridge or hang themselves. Thank you. Superhero with CW. Well, that's Supergirl. It's fine, you can say it, honey. And someone would report you for self-harm. You need to stay out of people's business. I did get it on a public forum, but it wasn't self-harm. They just saw a woman, and this is the hardest thing, too, with being a woman instead of a man. Your scope name is Carhunger, CarrHunger_CCMH. There is a Carhunger on here, and that is me, but I have no way of getting back into it because the information I used to create it no longer exists. Yes, I am a female. Last I checked. But that's a hard thing too, is being a woman. And I was always a little more aggressive than other women. I always had a high male hormone count, so it fluctuating during perimenopause is just making me into a demon. Was what? Oh, Green Arrow. You can say it. Huh? Repeat, please. Repeat what? Oh no, did I say something? I lost you. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Which part? I guess I started speeding up, huh? Carhunger. Look at the profile. Hi, Kyla. If you look at our profile, just click on the... Yeah. There's 3 little dots in the corner. I think it's that corner. 3 little dots in the corner. And it'll show the profile. And it's the same... the profile's there and it's the same on Twitter. But we're Carhunger on Instagram, without the CCMH on Instagram and Facebook. And TikTok, and Etsy, and PayPal, and GoFundMe. I'm a nerd. Cool. Austin is clam chowder. Okay, yeah. Sorry about that, honey. I didn't mean to lose you. I'm kind of having a tough time not losing myself at the moment. You clicked follow. Thank you. Thank you. It'll make it easier to find me later on. Normally we're building stuff and creating stuff, and I get it too. When I'm on here alone, it's... how do you know that? It's I know it. I need to be some kind of hero. Yeah, report crap. That's none of their business. Yeah, and I kept repeating over and over again, I just want to. And someone else came on and started going on. And I just wanted to focus. I just wanted to calm down. I've never had anything like that happen in a public place like that. So it was very shocking, and none of my friends were around. So, I went to Periscope. Everybody blocks you. Oh. It takes a little more effort to block me, for me to block you. We're going to be blocking more now after the other day, but tend to give people at least one chance, type thing. See, and there you go. There's a copy bot. And you can also get blocked accidentally when someone's trying, especially in a fast scope. You can get blocked. Misunderstood. In typed version, it's easy to misunderstand. Yes. If I accidentally block you or something, or my husband blocks you, just go to Twitter, and it's the same ID on Twitter, and send us a message on Twitter. Periscope and Twitter are the same company. So, and let us know that we accidentally blocked you, and let us know what you think happened. And we usually unblock people. And people like that, it's like, mind your own business. Yeah, I know, but you guys are behind a keyboard, and I'm out here in the open, so it's easy to get into other people's business, because it's just like shows, right? Remember your grandmother or grandfather yelling at the screen even though no one can see? TV shows already shot and edited. Don't do much Twitter. That's okay. It's there if you need to get a hold of us. You got a life. Yes, kind of is my life. It's the problem with being in this industry too. You're always public. Have to watch replay to catch up. Yeah, oh, there she is. Thank you. Hi. Yes. It's good. It's all good. It has to be good. But flying solo like this, completely solo without Martin on here at all, is scary and tough, because he's my blocker. And I do the same for your name before. Oh, hi. Been on here since the beginning. But that's okay. It just means we never came up in yours. Hi, Carolyn, hi. It just means we didn't come up in your search before. So something in titling this time put us in that rate. I go off a lot. A lot of us do in this age bracket that are female. You just don't ask to do something like that. And don't do it for God's sake. Yeah, exactly. Just got your message. Okay. Too much BS. It is. It is. But this is it. Unless we're going to open up and talk about it, and some of us need to take the risk. And I'm willing. You were napping. Okay. Some of us are willing to take that risk. I spent my whole life in a public forum. My father was a member of the media, and at the age of 8, I was already a kid reporter. So, I don't know life permanently quiet. I don't know a simple life. I tried it before. I got your share of haters. We get them. I'm probably going to get more the more I block again. But after the other day, blocking will probably happen more often. And yes, I am leaving them up. You guys asked me to. I don't want to, but I will. Because, come on, we gotta talk. This is ridiculous. Men all over the world are having a hard time with women who do wind up going through perimenopause at the level I am. They don't understand why this woman is not who they thought they were. And in the case of my husband, his parents are much older, so he's going through a whole other level of loss that most of us don't go through at this age. Good. Then you're one I want to keep. You're one I want to keep. No, people assume that if you're going to hurt yourself, you're not going to ask for help. But it's there's a big difference between someone looking at a screen going, I need something to focus on, talk to me, folks. I don't know what this is. I've never gone through this before. Please, please be my community. And having someone come on and ignore that and insist that I was all red because I was going through a full hot flash. Yay, you guys are saying hi to each other. I like that too. Something about earrings without a block. Sure. I ask that you not get crude or crass or stupid. In other words, don't do anything that's going to be so perverse that everyone will want me to block you. But no, that's all I wanted. And people don't listen. They get caught up in your frantic. And I get all these messages about how someone's a sensitive. I get it, but it's still no reason, or they could see the pain I was in. Yes, but it's not the pain you think. Stop and ask. There was one person, unfortunately, I don't remember what the profile name was. I'm hoping Martin did follow him, so that we can keep in touch. But he was great. He just, throughout it all, I kept looking for his name because he just kept repeating all the same great stuff. And, it made me so happy. So I wound up blocking a lot of people out. There were regulars, like Skippy was on here, and he was having a hard time. Love your look, but you need big earrings with your hat on. Yeah, I never put holes in my ears, so I used to own a lot of big earrings in the 80s. They were all clip-ons, and I used to do the Boy George thing, so big, huge, massive Boy George, Cyndi Lauper. So my hair was a number of different colors back then. I'm kind of surprised I still have hair, but you're right. Don't know what kind, though. They'd have to be like ship wheels, I do makeovers. Oh, that's cool. You're not insane or crazy or out of your mind. If you wanted someone to report you, you would ask. Yes, exactly. No offense taken. Oh, God, honey. I don't remember if I put the old pictures up on Facebook, but if you do Facebook, look for Car Hunger, Carrhunger. I may have put some of the old pictures up. Trust me, remarks like that, no offense. Oh my God. Honey, half my friends wear more makeup than I do. And I just love them for it because it makes it easier on me. I don't have to put a lot of makeup on when I'm doing a character like Maleficent, which I also periscoped. I've periscoped my elf. I've periscoped in my other fairy, my Irish fairy. I've periscoped while I've been in steampunk. See, that's us. But, what? Why'd you get thrown off Facebook? I've been blocked from Facebook so many times, and I just put in the appeal and say, look, this is the justification. I even lost my page because I fired someone and he started claiming pictures as belonging to him, and yeah. Part of the reason why the festival shut down. You know, my hater GFs. Oh. Yeah. You know, this is the worst thing about it, is my natural mentality is very much, you know, okay, whatever. But my blocked accounts, oh, yeah, do a lot of blocking, unfortunately. People acting like there'd be some type of hero and create problems. Well, this is it, and this is part of what I'm facing with a lot of people, especially friends who have been friends with me for a long time, on different levels. They all recognize what's happened to me in the past few years, and instead of on Instagram, you can find us on Car Hunger on Instagram too. I just don't know how many old pictures are up there. You can scroll through. I might have put some flashbacks up there, me and the makeup and the hair, and no problem. Yeah. I have completely lost track. We went through and we grabbed the ID on every single Instagram when this one guy came after us, and we locked them off as quickly as we could. So we're on practically every single social media, but we don't use them all. We just wanted this person to stop pretending to be us. We lost vendors. We lost, you know, a lot happened, and it's very painful to keep going through the story, and I understand new people want to hear the story, but I need you guys just to trust. There were a number of people on while I was having that breakdown the other day who kept going on about how, you know, send a woman out, make her cry, it's a money grab, blah, blah, blah. And Skippy, one of my regulars, is like, no, I'll send you some money in PayPal. It wasn't much, but it was in US, and it got me a little extra food. You know, he's a normal person who loves us and has been around us for a long time. It was horrible. I'm from Philly. We do makeup and jewelry. Now we're feeding stereotypes. I guess those stereotypes are better than, like, the female stereotypes. Oh, that is a gorgeous sky. Oh, folks, can we get off subject for a minute? Here, come here. Don't look at my crappy backyard. Just look at that. For starters. Nosy people. Yeah, well, we are on a public forum. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that just freaking awesome? There are some things I'm going to miss about BC. And you see all those dots in the trees over there? Actually, I think most of them have moved on. Yeah, the crows have moved on. Sorry, guys, no more crows. I dragged for your GFM, my GFM. Beautiful. That sunset is gorgeous. GFM. Oh, see, I'm forgetting. I've got memory gaps that are just weird. I'm forgetting, you know, GoFundMe. Oh, did I get what for GoFundMe? Hang on, let me look back. Dragged. Yeah, I got dragged for everything. The PayPal, the GoFundMe. I was called a liar for not being able to cash in on Super Hearts. You know, too late for love, so you know it's Rob. Oh! Rob! Don't confuse me like that. I'm like, I know, honey, but I want to, you know, they bring everyone else down, they get everyone else paranoid, and then no matter how hard you work, it's useless, and that's what I'm trying to overcome. No matter how hard you work, it's useless, and, you know, I feel that way about a lot of my life, and all aspects of my life, and it's extremely painful, and it kind of upsets me, too, that, you know, I'm here alone, and this is the subject matter, right? As opposed to working with you guys, and oh, coffee bot. And I was hoping to get all the people who were here the other day, so that I can, you know, talk to them, but I get you, I know you do. Oh, it's me. I had to change my name. Why'd you have to change your name? Hold on, is this a whole new profile then? Too late. Is this a whole new profile then? You're titled as unknown person. What happened? You know you can get that reversed. I'll make you a bet that whatever happened, you can get reversed. What happened, honey? My hands are getting cold. I'm switching hands. Yes, it is. Yeah, it's hard to, like, I mean, I believe you. Send a Twitter on this ID and with the same information you sent on the other ID. And we'll, you know, do you have the scope this happened? And yeah, the last two I had a breakdown. I lost my account and had to create a new one. How'd you lose it though? Honey, tell me how you lost it. So we can probably fix that, because there's no point in building your identity and then have it taken away like that. Yes, they're up. I was asked to keep them up, and if I'm going to do the Don't Poke the Lion thing, then I need to keep these things up. And for those of you who have Facebook, head on over to Don't Poke the Lion. Good, thank you, you're welcome. Head on over. I'd love to talk about all this stuff there. I'd love to have these. I mean, people say it's a good subject and a lot of people get involved in the conversation. I'm happy about that, but at the same time, I'd like to keep certain things in one spot. So, and I find switching IDs in one app is just caused more good problems than good. So, but like, I mean, I have to memorize lines. I haven't even started. Tomorrow we're supposed to be off book. You know, the stress is just consuming me. Locked out of my account and couldn't remember my password. Could recover it. You can recover it. You'll have to get a new password, but yeah, you just get a hold of Periscope and tell them you got locked out. Tell them you don't have access. Yes, you can. How? Why can't you recover it? Oh, did you not put double fail safes? Like, the safest way to be on here, guys, is to have a Twitter account and to connect it with your Twitter account. Like, connect it directly and make sure your Twitter account has a phone number on there and an email address on there that you have access to. Because that's how we lost access to ours. Is we didn't put a phone number on it because we didn't trust it, and the email address is one that we no longer have. So, yeah, we had to create a new ID. Very annoying. Very, very annoying. But yeah, go ahead and you can use your phone number to recover. Hopefully you put it on, or your email, or let's get you started on the right foot. Send us messages on this ID so that with all the information you've given us on the other ID, like the address and phone number and things, so that we'll stop looking at the other ID. But if you repeat everything, it'll work. We'll be able to see everything nicely, and we'll just let the other ID get buried. Hello, Colorado. How are you? Just created a new account with a new name. Didn't have a phone number connected. Okay, connect a phone number to this one. And an email address you know you're going to have for a long time. Copybot, you're not from Colorado. If I accidentally block you, get a hold of us on Twitter, please. Same ID. Watch replays and catch up. Okay. Okay. My brain just went blank, guys. These blank spots are really annoying too when you're done. Okay, I gotta get a lot of work done too, so maybe I'll work while we talk or something. Oh, so confusing. Folks, I want to communicate with all of you. Those of you who have Facebook, come over to Don't Poke the Lion, and let's get this out there, because this is ridiculous. You know, everyone's curling into balls and shutting down, and I'm trying really hard not to. I'm trying really, really hard not to. And it's just not working, you know. Remember when that used to mean phone call? Call me? You know, oh, nom, daughter of the forest. Hi, other Christina. Yeah, I am. Actually, I'm kind of thinking of the broadcast I did the day before I saw you, and the hang lows, thank you, and the yeah, the lovely breakdown I had in the mall. I didn't want to talk about it yesterday because, well, I didn't want to ruin our perfect day, and it was a perfect day, and I thank you so much for it. I really thank you so much. Sorry for the confusion. Oh, it's okay. Just make sure you cover all your bases. and send us those messages so that we've got the information on this ID instead. Oh. Yeah, it's scary. I thought a lot about what Michael said about other jobs and side jobs, and did a little research today, and still brain fried. This whole perimenopause, the unstable hormones, everyone insisting on helping me like they need to help me instead of the way I need to help myself, and or the way I need help from others. And yeah, someone on one of the broadcasts the other day reported me for self-harm, which it wasn't. So that was fun. Did you on Twitter? Yes, please. Yes, please. Go ahead and refollow everything, and we'll reconnect. But I just, I wanted to apologize for it. I know I don't have to, but, I wanted to be on here where I could see people who will help me out, and I wound up with a lot of asses, and that made it twice as hard, so pretty crazy, and pretty insane. I'm losing light. How long have I been on? Perry challenge, scope, no makeup, no filter. Oh God, no. Oh God, no. No, I cried off most of my makeup the other day. No, it's too much for me, guys. It's just too much for me. I gotta take this one step at a time, and that's too much. One of those asses, I apologize. You were not. If you go back and watch those two broadcasts, you'll see what I'm talking about. I had people yelling and screaming about sucking it up, don't cry, blah, 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 blah. And just like, it's hard love, and, females, perimenopause. But no, I think this is the hardest thing about this, is I have to take it one step at a time, and I was doing everything that everyone says would solve this, and it became even more overwhelming than the problem itself. Coffee bot, of course you're an ass. That is a coffee bot, yes? Oh, that's interesting. A coffee bot oh yeah, that's definitely a coffee bot. Ooh, block. Ooh. But no, Christina, you've been incredible. Oh. No, there was a lot of pain the other day. But I gotta take this one step at a time. I gotta slow down, and I've run out of time. It's been 2 months now, unemployed for both of us, and I just, to get wrapped up in something out here, just to leave here the end of March, and to change my focus. I've done that so many times, and I just plummeted into depression. I don't know what Martin's going to do to solve it, and he's got to do what's right, and it's hard for him too, but in the next 2 months I'm going to be making some serious decisions, and my public image to me has to stay intact, and I understand that the modern aspect of these apps are to be able to help and to be able to bring things out in the open, but it sure is hard when people are still attacking you. It sure is hard when people are criticizing you, and the most horrible thing about it is when the hormones go ballistic. I've trained myself to believe everything said to me. Just so, even though naturally deep down inside I'm not that type of person, I trained myself to do that just so I can have people around me. Depression is only between your 2 years. Nice. Yeah, well, the hormonal fluctuations in my whole body. One guy asked me if Martin was throttling me because I went all red down in here, because the makeup hides half that red, right? So I went red down in here, and red all up behind the ears and everything, because I was having a massive hot flash. I was having some sort of breakdown, and no, those aren't finger marks. It's a freaking hot flash. Oh, he's killing you. He's attacking you. No, trust me. I outweigh him. I outgot him. Oh, now you're talking about abusing him. No, I'm stronger than him. I'm not gonna. Oh, well, you're a woman. You'll take it. Who is it? Their business to figure that out. But here I am on a public forum. So technically it is, right? Hang on a second. I dropped something. I want to put a glove on one hand so I can walk out into what's left of the daylight, so you guys can see me a little better. It's probably just a troll trying to cause problems. Well, another guy was on there asking me to commit suicide and take my life, telling me to. Or just joking. Don't take them personally. Oh no, honey, I'm apparently one of those perimenopausal women that could kill her brain. could kill her brain. I'm trying to stay in an industry that's full of high stress, and I could be killing my brain just living. But a lot of people say on here, seriously, I know, honey. But I was going through a massive breakdown. I was going through some sort of anxiety attack. I didn't know what it was because it was very different than anything else I'd gone through. No way, yeah. Freezing Montreal. A little better Vancouver, but not by much. We don't have the snow yet. They say it'll come this week. But, you know, everything's successfully dead. You're stronger than that. I hope so. I really hope so. Just sent you a direct message on Twitter. Perfect. Perfect. That will help immensely. I'll look at it sometime tonight. Negative 35 in Montreal. Yeah, it's about negative 25, negative 30 in Toronto. Martin had to go out in it today. That is a coffee bot, I assume. No, that's the wrong person. I'm gonna go lay back down. This cold is killing me. Yeah, honey, take care of yourself, please. A sick elf is not a happy elf. Care so much. I need sleep. You do. So go sleep. I'll talk to you later, hon. I know, I'm trying not to care. But here's the thing. Again, industry where public image is paramount. So I'm still trying to get the hang of this. And that is definitely a copy bot. Just from the picture and the wording alone. I sleep like a baby. I don't. I've gone back into night sweats again. They're random. Even the hormones are fluctuating in the middle of the night. The dreams are nasty and obscure. I'm waking up 5-10 times. You can't have a job if you don't get the sleep. You suffer from insomnia. I suffer from perimenopause. The worst thing about it is medical science still knows very little about it, but apparently women like me, everything from your childhood just flashes back, and I did not have a good childhood. No, I am not homeless. Thank you for asking. Your concern is well received. But you know, so rebel and sleep like a rock. Rebel and sleep like a rock. Nice. And people keep going, oh, why don't you take, medication for depression? Because I'm perimenopausal. The only thing you can take is hormone replacements, and then you still have to face it. No, it's just a lot of people who are very used to me over a long period of time are not adjusting, and neither am I. It's horrible. I'm like a transgender lesbian at 66%. You know what? I've actually played male role as an actor. I actually played male roles. That's actually kind of hard to say right now as an actor, so thank you. I can't take downers. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of things some of us can't take. It does more damage than good. See, we gotta kind of struggle through it as best we can and find natural ways. And of course, naturopathic stuff is more money than damn medical system. A-type personality. You know what? I haven't done that test in ages. I wonder if I'm different now. I don't know. I have to find out. But I'm a little over-controlling when it comes to myself. I expect a lot more from me than I expect from a lot of other people, so that doesn't help. Could be why a lot of friends are my friends. I sleep after I crash. Okay. Yeah, I can't, God, memory. It was a perimenopausal suggestion list, and it's all good. Hey, Vancouver 604. It's all good. No. Shit, I got a whole script that I got to memorize for this murder mystery. Vancouver 604, buy murder mystery tickets. We have to sell out. It's our last one here. We're moving shortly after we do it. It's our last one here. Got to sell out, man. We got to sell 50 tickets. La Fontana. Look it up on Times Fast Entertainment. Watch me as I randomly forget script because I'm perimenopausal. Peri is short for scope, not menopausal. It's both for me. Poor actress. No, first of all, I consider myself an actor because I'm actually trained, which is kind of embarrassing. And secondly, I'm not retired. I will die on my feet in this industry. And third, I'm broke. I'm broke because I trusted all the wrong people. So I'm here to tell people not to trust all the wrong people and what to look for when you're being stupid, because we all get stupid at some part. Hey. Oh, is that a copy bot I got on view profile? Yeah, that's a copy bot. I fell for a copy bot. And maybe the murdered one. Buy tickets, come out! I keep losing connection to your broadcast. Oh, because I started walking away from the building a little bit. I guess I'll get close to the building again. Is being depressed in style? I don't know. I wonder that myself. I also wonder if being angry is in style. Because people make a lot of assumptions really quickly nowadays and just, want to poke everyone's buttons. We're born and treated stupid. Yeah, a lot of changes, a lot of pain, a lot of crap. Society is not helping. So if I back up a little bit again, like right about here, is everyone still keeping the broadcast? Because I want, there's the light. There's the light. Brain. How long have I been on? I'm actually starting to feel the cold because I don't have a full-length shirt on under here. Almost there. Wow, the sun set fast. Damn. Is Martin around? Martin's in Toronto. So, drink some champagne, relax, breathe deep. No alcohol, honey. No alcohol, no caffeine, no sugar, no salt. It's the most boring thing I have ever gone through. Stop the drugs, just exercise and eat. I don't do drugs. Nice of you to ask, and this is what I mean. It's funny too when some of the people who make the point that everyone's angry and everyone's this and everyone's that, and they don't bother asking whether or not you are. Really sucks, folks. He's not. No, he's not. He has other obligations. Sorry, not sorry. We party. Oh, trust me, I want to. We do games nights. We hang out. I drink more water than I ever thought I had to. I would ever have to drink, and do what I've been told to keep from destroying my brain or my nervous system. I hope he's doing fine. I just wasn't gonna wait for him to go on air, and because I'm not gonna hear from him for probably another 2 hours. So. There's a lot he's got to catch up on, or we won't be able to. Life's short, yeah, but I don't care. I'm going to make it as long as I can, because I'm down at the bottom. I'm lower than I've ever been, and I'd like to get back up there. I'd like to get back up there. Indians in BC smell curry in the air. Hang on. No, I smell the Greek place, actually. It's nearby. And the sushi place does not make a smell. Well, I don't know, what kind of smell can you pump out with raw fish, and rice. But no, there is no smell of curry in the air. Good, glad he's okay. I messaged you directly on Twitter. Cool. Seeing those, you're aware of what's going on, still not easy, but helps. Yeah, when you get into it, as I discovered the other day, you aren't, it's literally, I feel like a second person sitting inside, watching this outside, spaz tear chunks out of people. And I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. And I get that a lot of my kindness means I've been stepped on. I get that. But to try to not be kind and expect people not to step on you anyway, I'm still struggling with the concept. I'm really still struggling with the concept. But it is getting cold, folks. Nope. We don't talk politics here. I have no desire to punch any politician's face. I need more water. My throat's going dry again. Damn. I go through about 6 of these of water a day. His body is so dehydrated by this. And the nervous system is jumping. Chocolate or tea. Yeah, warm milk and just cocoa. I don't put any sugar in it because I'm not supposed to be doing that. Sometimes a little maple syrup. That I'm allowed. 0 temps here tonight. Wow. Hola. But I want you guys, if don't poke the lion on Facebook. Find it. That's where I'm going to do most of these discussions from. I'm going to try to keep everything central there for this kind of thing, for perimenopause talks and life changes talks. And I can't remember what it's called for men, but apparently men go through a version too. And brain. The PayPal's still set up. The GoFundMe's still working on it. We got a little while to go. We need another $1,000 to make this move easier. And I'm thinking, hope you're feeling okay overall. Thank you. I feel you're a member of a cult. Well, since you're not here to feel me, the answer would be no. We just don't talk about politics or religion because they always are guaranteed to get into fights and debates that are unnecessary. And quite frankly, I would rather talk about the natural progress that is the human body and a human being and the art that I do than talk about a bunch of people who keep getting voted in and everyone keep complaining about them not getting, how they shouldn't have. It's not a place for it. If you want to wish me well on behalf of Jesus, or if you're a Jew and you want to spout out some logic, I'm more than happy to have you do that. However, I will not talk about my religious fairy tale for poor people. Sure, with the unification of church and state, I could see that as being a perspective, and that's cool. No politics, no religion, no PayPal. No PayPal? No politics, no religion, no PayPal? What do you mean by no PayPal? We did set up a PayPal because we were unable to cash in on the Super Hearts and some of our regular fans were very upset. So they asked us to set up a PayPal. But what do you mean by no PayPal? It's getting really dark and I really want to go inside because I am only wearing sneakers and one glove. I feel like Michael Jackson, although it's black. Go find yourself. No PayPal. GoFundMe. Yes, there is a GoFundMe and a PayPal. I think we did it as an abbreviated. But the PayPal me is Car Hunger as well. CarRhunger. But we're trying to get out of here so that we can start from scratch. And last 2 months have been tough, so isn't that Scope's fault? It is, well, yes, it is and it isn't. Their wording was you had to have, on average, a minimum 75 replays per broadcast. So we kept going until we had, on average, across all our broadcasts, something like 100 something per. And begging for money isn't style. I'm not begging. I did what my fans asked me to do. And that's exactly what I did. And if I don't tell you guys it's there, they will remind me. And if any of my regulars were on right now, as you would have seen earlier, they tend to type it out, not me. Begging would be me sitting here going, like on a pay channel. If you do this, no, I won't do that. But where was I? Oh yeah, PayPal thing. No, damn it, I'll send you a fart. Okay. Depend online. Yeah, well, this is the thing with the entertainment industry, right? Online is kind of like our life. Where is it? Oh, the Scope's fault, yeah. So we did it so it was 100 and something. We did contests. We sent away prizes. So we spent money and time and effort, and we still couldn't get it. It's new. It's new? And we still didn't get it because apparently it's not on average across all your broadcasts. It's on average across a select group of broadcasts. So they'd randomly decide what 10 broadcasts they want to use to determine your average, and you have to keep it up for the 30 days while they get to it. So after 4 attempts of contests and everything, we couldn't get an out. I'm glad I don't depend online. You're a copy bot. Of course you do. I love Scope. Yeah, it's a very stable program. I'm very happy with it. And that's why we stay, and that's why we turned off the Super Hearts, and that's why we say to people, listen, if you want to help us out, the PayPal's there. It's casual. It's nice. So listen, guys, I'm really, really cold. Go ahead and watch the replays, and hopefully next broadcast is building something again, because I'm missing that. And gotta get my head back on straight and do it. All right, folks. Buy stock in this app. Oh, honey, I don't want to deal with stock. I'm an artist. I'm an artist. It's not what I do. Taking a massive shit. I need to see your face. Aww, isn't that sweet? You're going to put up here how big an asshole you are. You're a darling. Just keep it up, darling, and everyone else on here will block you too. Good night, Vancouver 604. Thank you so much. Passive income. Yeah, well, I got to afford getting back to Toronto and getting my company up and going again, so... Yeah, nice meeting you. Nice meeting you as well. Nice meeting you as well. We shall talk to you all later. And, just so Mr. ask and see that, you know, it's unclassy. I'm not going to give you a chance to be back. Boom. Yeah, I shouldn't let them go on that long, I know. Next time I won't. I promised myself I'd stop that, so. Alright, folks. Later. Thank you for joining me. Bye. Yes, it is too many trolls. Nice. Bye.